What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great night because I got an awesome class planned for you. This one won't be super long, but this is an offer making and appraisal class. And I wanted to do this class because I've been getting a lot of questions about what to offer, how much you should offer for something, how much profit you can make from something. And I figured I'd do a class on this and go over the three basic things, and then we'll go over some math. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure to type live in the comments below. Let me know so I can hear you guys or see you guys loud and clear. So type live in the comments and leave the questions till the end. I'll answer them after the live stream, and really appreciate you guys doing all this. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be getting into the class. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Roeder. I've been reselling for about 7 years now. Typical phones, electronics. I started off with phones, and then I moved into electronics, and then I moved into, I was in a mentorship stage where I was being coached directly by basically the founder of the whole phone flipping thing, or the guy who made it known. Anyway, his name was David Kosciuszko, one of my best mentors ever. Been doing this a while. I've definitely got a lot of information to share with you guys, and I think all of it will be insanely valuable. So listen up, take some notes, and if you're taking notes, type notes in the comments because you guys are going to love this class, and I think it's going to provide massive amounts of value for you. And we'll be getting into it here in a second. I do want to point out that I do help people start, grow, and scale electronics reselling businesses. I do have a coaching company that does this, and I help people get to $3,000 to $4,000 a month in profit doing this as well. I've been doing this a while, got guarantees and everything now, so pretty awesome. We got a pretty awesome program going on. But tonight is free class. This is the kind of stuff I usually only give to my students, but I figured I'd pop in here, share some value, and then maybe you guys will hire me in the future. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's jump into it, guys. So this is the offer making and appraisal class, okay? So I got a couple things here on the whiteboard. These are different things that we'll be going over. First things I'm gonna be going over are 3 steps. So there's 3 steps to kind of this whole process to making this whole thing easy to understand, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's kind of jump in, okay? Let's just kind of jump in. I'll start teaching, and you guys can listen, take notes, and all of that. So, offer making and appraisal class. So, the very first thing here, guys, 2 questions. We really only need 2 questions to make an offer on something. And I went over this a little bit last week on the negotiation class too, but negotiation and offer making kind of fall in the same category in a sense. So, the only 2 questions that you need to ask to make an offer: what device is it? What's wrong with it? That's all you need to know. If somebody tells me they have an iPhone 13 and it's cracked, great, I can make an offer, right? Because I'm going to assume that that phone has a bad ESN, it's probably financed, it's probably one or 2 of those things, right? So I'm just going to assume that it is the lowest gigabyte, the lowest everything, right? And I'm just going to assume the worst and make the offer based off of that. And that is that's typically what I do on every offer. And the first offer is always called the anchor, right? I talked about this in the negotiation class last week. That first offer is always called the anchor offer. The first offer you make should always be your lowest, okay? Because it does something in the customer's brain, and once at the end of the combo, they're getting more than you originally quoted them. So 2 questions. What phone is it? What's wrong with it? Second thing, the offer. How do we come up with the offer? Okay, so there's multiple ways that we can come up with an offer, okay? The biggest thing that you need to do is find sold listings, okay? And this actually ties into comparables at the end, okay? So these 3 things, these 2 things, offers and comparables, kind of go together. They are 2 different things, but they kind of merge together whenever you're making the offer as well. So the offer you find if you want to use eBay, you go to the sold listings, you find 3 comparables, okay? And we'll be getting into the math on this in a second. But you want to find 3 comparables, 3 of the exact same item that have sold within at least the last 30 days. The last 30 days typically is what you want. 15 days is better. but you want to do last 30. You don't want to do something from the month previous, or 2 months previous or anything like that, because with electronics, guys, the prices fluctuate a lot. So you don't want to get caught, given the wrong price, right? And then make no money. We don't want to do that, right? So what we do is we use comparables. You can also use a direct buyer sheet. If you need a price sheet, type price sheet below. We do have a free resource for that, due to one of my very good friends, Felton Richards. He's an NYC phone buyer. So we can send that over to you. Just type price sheet in the comments below. And if you're on YouTube, I'll send you the link when I get around to it. It also might be in the description. I'm not totally sure. But, so 3 comparables. Let's go over that, right? Let's go over that part. So 3 comparables. So I put some math here for you guys. Hope you guys can see it pretty well. So with this math, what we're doing is we're finding 3 comparables. Okay, let's say we went to eBay. We went to the sold listings, and then we found 3 items that were roughly around the same price. And they sold all within about, $20 of each other, right? So we had one that sold for $300, then we had another one that sold for $310, and then we had one that sold for $305, okay? So we add all these up, right? It comes up to 900 and something. We divide it by 3, and then we figure out the average price sold here is $305, right? Now what we can do is we can create our offers, okay? Now I always start off with like a 30 to 40% lowball offer, typically, when I'm making an offer. Because some people take it, some people don't, right? But the people that do, you make good money, right? So you can start off with a 30% offer. So for example, this would be the lowball offer right here. So we offer 30% of its value, right? Which is $91.50. I would personally round it up to 100, just so it sounds better, right? There's something about 3 digits that people like a little bit better. And then you get, then you got a 40% offer, then you got a 50% offer, and then you got a 60% offer, okay? So these are all offers based on the value of the device. And these are different offers that you can make. I actually have a calculator that does all of this for you. If you guys want that resource, you can, join my starter kit or something. That's in the description or wherever this video is. But yeah, so these are the offers you can make. And then the calculator actually pulls up the potential profit as well, so you can kind of know how much you're actually going to profit from it, and which is pretty awesome. So this is kind of how the whole offer thing works, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, there isn't that much to this. It's one of those things you have to practice quite a bit. I don't really know how much more I can go into it. Now, I guess I could go into talking a little bit about making offers on oddball items, right? So let's say you get an item, right? And let's say you're buying more than phones now, right? Let's say you find an item, or you get messaged about an item that you can't find very well. You can't find it in the sold listings on eBay. What you want to do is you want to find what the lowest price of that item sold at in the last 6 months or the last year. And then you want to just like lowball based on that offer. I do this a lot with Samsungs, right? So I'm actually picking up a Samsung today, or tomorrow, I'm sorry, for $400. It's an S22 Ultra 5G unlocked, picking it up for $400. Like, I lowballed the hell out of the dude. But that's also because Samsungs are selling a little bit slower on eBay. And I don't like to hold items, right? So, of course, he's also a repeat customer, so it works out perfect. But I lowballed, right? Because there's not a whole lot of sold listings on it. They're selling a little bit slower, right? And so my offer was made a whole lot lower, right? So, those are different types of circumstances, but overall, that's one thing that I would do. You can also make offers based on direct buyer price sheets using Swappa and other websites like that as well. One thing you always want to make sure of, though, is make sure you're looking at sold listings. You do not want to look at active listings, and write that down, okay? Write that down. You don't want to look at active listings because they don't show what a true item is selling for, okay? Customers will send me screenshots all day long on what something is selling for retail, and I'll be like, yeah, but that's not the market price. And then I'll send them back a picture of something that's sold as used, right, So you can use that to talk to customers too. Always blame a third party. I talk about that in negotiation. So anyway, guys, that's the offer making and appraisal class. Very simple, very to the point. Drop your questions in the comments below. I will answer them personally. And then, other than that, I'm going to drop my starter kit and stuff below. So if you guys want, more advanced training, you guys can get that. Starter kit is $97. And then if you want my ebook, that's $4.95. So you guys can check that out as well. I'll also put it in the description for Facebook and YouTube as well. So anyway, guys, if you want to skip the learning curve altogether and you want direct help from me and my team, what we do is we help people eliminate 6 months worth of struggle, pain, learning curves, mistakes, you name it. We just eliminate it and help you guys directly. So if you need help at a deal or something, we can typically help you out with that, okay? We also set up your ads. We set up your ads. We show you where to find game consoles that you can profit from. We front end a whole lot of the mistakes that people make, and we just eliminate them. And so what we do is we actually eliminate about 6 months worth of learning from YouTube and things like that. So, because it would take you guys forever to get through my YouTube videos. Anyway, guys, if you want that, type apply below. We will talk. We'll, see if you're a good fit, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class. I hope you guys make a lot of money, and I'll see you guys later.